Hey guys, thank you for joining us on this quarantine toy hunt. Now obviously we didn't film a toy hunt during quarantine, or actually we never really been under quarantine here, but all the retail shops are closed, so we actually filmed this toy hunt back in I think January, maybe early February, and I just never had time to edit it and we never posted it. So during this quarantine, we haven't really been able to do any toy hunts other than like if you go to Walmart or Target. So like all other retail shops are closed, so we thought we'd pull this video, put it together, and post it just to have fun and remember back doing fun toy hunts like we can't do now. So here, I think retail is going to open May 20th, so we can't wait to get back out there and do some more toy hunts like at flea markets and stuff. And this is our favorite place here. This was shot at the South Louisville Toy Mall. This is one of our favorite places to go because they just have awesome selection of vintage Star Wars stuff and other things, real cool things. So as you can see here, there's a lot of vintage figures.
Yeah, and
so join us on this toy hunt. We're going to go over and talk about everything we saw. Here is the Black Series Trooper set. Really cool set.
yeah, that looks really cool. It's like a Sand Trooper, Crimson Stormtrooper. It looks like an Imperial Sith Trooper.
TIE Fighter pilot. It's like Lieutenant. It has a name on it.
Lieutenant Oxixo, if I said that right. And then R5D5. I think that said R5D5, but we have some 2-packs here, 5 POA, Han Solo, and Stormtrooper Disguise.
Director Krennic. I'd like to see Director Krennic re-released in the archive line and given an update. Maybe like a soft goods cape and a new head sculpt. I think that would be cool. And also like his hat and that poncho thing he wears at the beginning of the movie will be cool too.
And here we have a 3.5. I don't know what I'm saying, but a Black Series Darth Vader.
3.75.
Yeah,
Black Series.
3.75. Here's some more Black Series figures.
And looks like First Order Troopers. There's a 2-pack.
Oh yeah, Poe Dameron versus the First Order Stormtrooper with a shield and a baton.
I believe that was a Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And here's some Lego minifigures. I believe there's some Star Wars ones hidden, mixed in between here somewhere. There's an Imperial Guard that just got passed by. And there's another Imperial Guard. Those are actually quite rare, so good to see those.
And I think you got a Spider-Man out of that, did you? Maybe?
Yeah, but here we have some like 12-inch figures.
Greedo and Walrus Man.
And then Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and it looks like Luke, or maybe it's Obi-Wan.
And here's some Spider-Man Lego Marvel Comics.
Marvel Comics action figures?
Yeah.
They
appear
have
to
like
be like 12-inch figures.
They have like plush bodies.
Oh, here is Return of the Jedi official like publication guide. I have the one for Empire Strikes Back, and I just pulled that out recently for the 40th anniversary, and I thought about doing a video on it or maybe post some pictures on Instagram. And here is the soundtrack album, and it's kind of high, I thought, for the condition, because these are actually pretty common, the soundtrack on vinyl, because there was like millions of them made, because it was like at the time the Star Wars soundtrack was like the biggest selling soundtrack ever, because everything Star Wars was so popular when that came out, and the soundtrack was a huge hit.
Here we have a Power of the Force skiff, so that's really cool. It comes with Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, it actually looks like a really good skiff for that time period. I mean, it's scaled down a little bit, but as far as details, it is pretty good.
Yeah, and there's some vintage figures right there. Good to see it. Yeah, another vintage figure on top. I think it was like Wedge. And then, is that like a 12-inch vintage Jawa?
I believe so. I don't know if it's vintage from like 78. It may be later. I'm not sure when they made that.
I really want that Jabba.
Set. That is really cool.
Yeah. There's some stuff. There's some action figures in the back. There's like a Star Wars vehicle.
Yeah, I think that's Captive 2, I believe. That's Bosk's vehicle, I believe.
And then there's a vintage Han Solo, $190.
Yeah, $190.
TIE Advance, Power of the Force version. And
Here's some
Rebel
more
Soldier.
Vintage figures. A big bin of vintage figures. I think they're like $4.99 each. And some of them are pretty decent in there. You can pick out some pretty good ones in that.
There's an Ugnaught there. And there's a cloth cape Jawa. Too bad it's not a vinyl cape.
There's Yoda's hut.
Yeah.
Looks pretty bare. Looks like all the accessories are missing.
Power of the Force figures with a broken X-wing in the background.
$3.99. That's not bad. Usually they're about $5, but $3.99. That's pretty good.
Oh.
The vintage Stormtrooper transport. That's cool.
Yeah, that
No,
is
just
something
looking.
that you'll like to see if you're a Star Wars collector.
Yeah.
And is that another vehicle?
Carrying case in the back, and yeah, there was like a little vehicle there.
Oh, it's a Han and Leia for $5.99 at Bespin. Or
I really like that Leia in there. It has
Yeah.
soft goods on it. It's really nice.
ooh, some more vintage figures.
Little Bosk there.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. Lando with his
Snaggletooth.
cape. Wow. That looks nice.
Yeah, there's a Dengar with his weapon.
Bespin Leia.
Oh, here's some. There's a
Rogue
Darth
One.
Vader Rogue One.
Yeah, that's a
Kyber.
nice Darth Vader. I like that Darth Vader from Rogue One.
Short Trooper.
2-pack with Space Monkey.
Yeah,
Can't
Space
remember his
Monkey.
name.
Bistan.
Bistan. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Would have liked to see a Black Series figure of him.
here's the train section.
Yeah, every Saturday. Sometimes Saturday you go up there, but definitely every Sunday we have trains running. Huge layout of trains there. So it's really cool.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the whole building. Just seeing all these trains go by, it's just a good delight. Look at that. It's actual smoke coming out of the CSX. Yeah.
The guys are super cool. Anybody listening, we have trains, we bring your own trains, and we run all those trains. It's a really cool place.
So here's some.
Hobbs and
G.I.
G.I.
Joe.
Joe's 25th anniversary figures.
Oh, there's a little stormtrooper in there.
And Hasbro recently, of course, if you're into G.I. Joes, you already know this, but Hasbro is now the new G.I. Joe figures in the 6-inch scale called Classified Series. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
Yeah, if we ever get one, we obviously probably will do a review on it. So look out for that if we do get one.
Yeah, I haven't seen them at retail yet. I believe they're available on Hasbro Pulse. But as far as retail, nobody's picked them up, or I haven't seen them in stores.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either. I haven't seen them anywhere. Just on pictures of the internet.
And there's some Cobra officers. Those are really cool. I always like the Cobra officers.
There's that little vintage stormtrooper that snuck in there. Ooh, and some vintage Obi-Wans and a Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. And some newer G.I. Joe figures. Don't really care for the packaging or style of these newer type figures, but they started going with these real bright looking colors and plastics. They look fake, and they kind of lose their authentic, look, G.I. Joe look.
Yeah. There's some vehicles there and some other packaged figures.
$40.
Oh, that's cool. A Star Wars Imperial attack base on Hoth.
In the box, $70. Not too bad, I don't think.
Yeah. Skeletor, battle armor Skeletor from Masters of the
I had
Universe.
2 of those Empire Strikes Back Hoth sets when I was a kid.
There's the NECA horror film.
But I didn't have that one. Yeah, a bunch of
NECA horror film action figures there, if you're interested.
some Marvel Selects.
Aliens. Ooh, Avengers Infinity War.
Loki and
one of Thanos' children.
Yeah.
Some Alien versus Predator action figures. Love to see it. Here's the best part.
Black Series, EC. Anakin, Yoda.
Yeah, there's
Slave
a
Leia.
Slave Leia.
That would be a good one for the archive line.
Oh, Han and Greedo.
And Greedo needs to be in the archive line too.
Yeah.
I think. There's
Kanan,
Force
Ghost
Spirit.
Yoda.
Yeah, Force Spirit Yoda.
Wedge, C-3PO. Oh, that's the Rise of Skywalker C-3PO with
Babu
Babu Frick. Oh, there's the Darth Vader chopper. Some fairly new figures sprung here and there.
Yeah, another Rise of Skywalker and
General Grievous. I really want him.
yeah, we still don't have General Grievous.
Yeah, here's some fairly new figures from Solo. Yeah. And Leia figure. Sith Trooper, Luke, and Stormtrooper Skies from the trash compactor. And
General Beers, excellent.
Beers, yeah. Oh, 40th anniversary of the original Star Wars. So, yeah, we have Chewbacca, R5, Jawa, Leia, and there's some other stuff over there. Packaged mail-in Han Solo and some other stuff.
Sweet Bike and Tatooine Skiff.
Darth Vader.
Electronic Toys R Us figure. Yeah, the big electronic figure from Toys R Us.
Here's some quite old figures from
Force Awakens.
yeah,
maybe.
Force Awakens and Last Jedi. The Red Arm C-3PO.
Yeah. Ray, a couple Rays. and
Lando.
down
Here's some more figures. Ooh, Imperial Guard. Imperial Guard. Those are some nice figures.
there. Snoke back there.
Yeah, Snoke. Snoke, I never saw him in stores for some reason. Yeah.
DJ.
EJ.
One of the ultimate peg warmers.
Yes. So we have mixed of like First Order and Rogue One figures. And it looks like I have a Force Unleashed Yoda versus Darth Sidious from looks like Revenge of the Sith.
That's a really cool set. It's Yoda and
That's cool.
Darth Sidious.
I've never seen that one before, have you?
But yeah,
Yoda's like flying through the air. It's really cool.
yeah. Just hanging out there on the bottom. Legacy pack, 40th anniversary Star Wars.
And here is a few vintage collection figures. Not many on this trip. Not many vintage collection figures we found. Just very few.
Yeah.
Mostly Black Series and Power of the Force.
Yeah.
And vintage figures.
Speaking of Power of the Force, and there's a Black Series
Nice
hanging there.
selection there.
Some Episode 2 figures, like that Kaminoian.
Yeah.
And then there's holographic Luke from Return of the Jedi. Ooh, Chrome C-3PO.
Yeah, that's
It's
nice.
a Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. Some Power of the Force figures. Prince Zizor. Oh, the concept art Stormtrooper. Ralph McQuarrie.
Oh, with the
art.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Archive figures. There's that thing. I don't know what that is. It's like from a comic.
Imperial Sentinel.
Imperial Sentinel. But behind that is a Force Awakens figure. And then we have a Darth Vader and another Darth Vader behind that. And Snoke in First Order Stormtrooper. Rey and Jyn. Minnie Mouse?
Star Tours.
Star Tours Minnie Mouse as Queen Amidala. And young Anakin Mickey Mouse. There's... Oh, that's cool. It's a Force Ghost.
Force Ghost Obi-Wan, but he has a lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So yeah, really like this section. There's Black Series behind it, and there's
Over here
me.
is all Marvel Legends.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at a Spider-Man.
Gamerverse?
Yeah, it's the Velocity suit from the Spider-Man PS4 game. So yeah. They have actually two of them up there on that shelf. There's a
Doctor Doom?
Doctor Doom.
Yeah, Doctor Doom.
Is he a rare figure?
I don't think he's too rare. He's newer. He was released just not too long ago. She-Hulk. I think that's pretty rare.
That's like a zombie She-Hulk.
A lot of people are looking for that.
It looks like a zombie She-Hulk. But, yeah. There's a Thor there. An Endgame War Machine, which is off screen right now. I just couldn't think of the name. But there's some down there if you guys want to pause the video and take a look. So, yeah, there's some wrestling figures.
Yeah, that whole back wall is nothing but wrestling, I believe.
Yeah. And then there's some Marvel Select on this little shelf setup thing.
What's this?
This is a Darth Vader Barbie doll.
Oh, yeah. That actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. And the stand. Oh, there's a TIE Interceptor, yeah. And some packaged stuff. Looks like some Atari games.
Yeah, Atari cartridges and Atari 2600.
Oh, that's cool.
Can't make out the price on it though.
Yeah, there's some Star Wars stuff down there.
Looks like some trading cards.
Yeah. Oh, carbonized Sith Trooper. Oh, I really wanted the carbonized Sith Trooper because it makes it like this glow on him.
Yeah, it's like a candy apple red.
Yeah.
Really glossy. It looks really cool. And I think that was an Amazon exclusive, and I'm pretty sure they were sold out.
Here's some kind of like mix match stuff. There's a TIE Fighter vintage collection. Some Black Series hanging there. There's a 3.75 inch Luke.
That was a really nice figure.
Yeah. And 3.75 inch Imperial Guard. And another one. There's also a Star Wars keychain. Boba Fett costume. And there's some stuff down there. I don't know what that stuff is. There's some pops over there. Doesn't look like anything Star Wars. There's a Groot plush that looks really big.
Chip's van with Ponch and John. That's really cool.
Yeah. And there's a
Clone
walker. I can't remember what that one's called.
Yeah, it has that gun on top of it. Yeah,
it's like an ATDP or something like that. Oh wait, that's from Rebels. I don't know. An Inquisitor that's really giant, a Grand Inquisitor. And there's a Emperor Palpatine with lightning effects.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Death Star backdrop with it.
Yeah, that would come in handy actually for for your collection. Oh yes, definitely. There's like a cutout image for the setup.
Oh, there's a C-3PO mask back there.
Oh yeah, and some Star Wars packaged figures. White Boba Fett Black Series, but there's a 9-num Power of the Force signed by
The guy that played 9-num. I'm not sure who that was though.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
That's cool.
$30. $30 dollars. But yeah, there's a
prototype.
Yeah, prototype Stormtrooper or Boba Fett.
Boba Fett Black Series. Yeah.
I believe it was a prototype Stormtrooper, but then they just used that for Boba Fett. I might be wrong.
Yeah, the original concept was that was going to be a super trooper, and then they changed it to being Bounty Hunter Boba Fett or Empire Strikes Back. Or actually, I guess he first showed up in the holiday special on Campaigns. Here's a bunch of bagged figures, a huge selection of bagged figures.
Yeah.
For a lot of them were really good deals on them.
Yeah, there's Rebel Trooper. Is that like Wedge's father?
Yeah, I don't know if that's Captain Antilles or not.
Antilles.
Or it might have been just a trooper.
Yeah, some of these figures, they range from like Power of the Force all the way up to like Vintage Collection, and yeah, there's a Power of the Force medic droid right there. And there's some other.
I think most of them were 5 POA, you know, kind of basic assortment figures, but there were some cool finds in there.
Yeah, and that C-3PO from Phantom Menace with no armor on. No plating, whatever you want to call it. Here's some Episode 2 figures, or at least Episode 2 package figures. So yeah, there's some finds back there. Some Power of the Force and Episode 1 figures. And some other just random Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars Micro Machines.
Yeah, that looks like a die-cast Imperial shuttle and a Tatooine Luke's land speeder and a ATST, and then a Sandcrawler.
Really don't see these anymore. It's kind of a rare sight to see, especially in the box. I don't see these very often.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were asking for these, but I never did. When I was younger, I never did have any of the Micro Machines, but they're pretty well detailed.
Yeah.
But the figures are really small. All right, guys, that wraps up our video. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave us a comment down below.
Yeah. So then we could do more toy hunts and action figure reviews for you guys. So
yeah, stay safe out there. This virus stuff is almost over, and hopefully we can return to normal. Alex, take us out.
Stay safe, and may the Force be with you always.